Mayor Turner says all 3 officers' injuries are non-life threatening. 1 officer shot in the foot, 1 in the leg, 1 in the arm. All are in good spirits.
As for that standoff, it continues right now in the 5th Ward. Let's go to Melissa Correa. She's there live. Melissa?
Hey there, Len. As night is falling, the most we can make out at this point are the red and blue flashing lights from law enforcement vehicles posted throughout the intersection of Lyons and Lockwood. I can tell you folks, since we joined you last during KHOU 11 News at 5, that HPD's bomb squad and SWAT team have moved in even more tactical gear, including a newer device called the Rook. From what we saw here at Public Vantage Point, it looks as though it provides a shield, and it also moves or maneuvers like a bulldozer and a forklift. Police Chief Troy Finner talked about those ongoing negotiations with a man, the suspect identified by the state's largest police union as Roland Caballero. It's the police union that confirms on social media that Caballero was shot in the neck. Police are now confirming he's holed up inside a single-story home somewhere here in the 5th Ward on Lockwood. Authorities aren't giving too many more details, and of course, for strategy, an HPD chopper is hovering overhead. That's why Air 11 is not providing a live picture of this scene here for maneuver reasons and all of those sorts of things. We want to make sure that these officers are absolutely safe as they continue to negotiate with this man. Federal agents down to Harris County constable deputies are here. They are suited up. Some of them at some points this afternoon have their guns drawn, and all of them have their bulletproof vests on. The staging area for those law enforcement officers are here at Lyons and Lockwood. Police did an excellent job, I can tell you, rapidly clearing the scene. A Chase Bank and 2 pharmacies here on this intersection. An elementary school and a high school are just blocks away. Okay, so this is what's happening right now. This standoff with this man suspected of shooting 3 Houston police officers. A live photo from Air 11 and some live pictures there in the 3rd Ward, about a 4-mile drive from where we are here at Lyons and Lockwood, is going to detail what happened earlier this afternoon. And that's the new information that we're getting now. Just before 3 this afternoon, some Houston police officers got a call about a disturbance at a Houston home. Well, a guy, as soon as the cops showed up, police say, jumped into a car and police had to give chase. As soon, police say, as the guy turned onto Hutchins at McGowan, he crashed his vehicle. Police say he flung open his door, and officers on the ground told the police chief they believe a fully automatic weapon was used to shoot and hit 3 Houston police officers. Thankfully, they're being treated at the Texas Medical Center this evening, and we're told conditions are stable as far as that much is concerned. But a wild scene about 4 miles away. We're hearing from a witness who spoke to KHOU 11 earlier this afternoon. Listen to what he told us today. Okay, we don't have that sound up. We do not have that sound up available. This is an active scene as we're continuing to cover multiple scenes throughout the Houston area. An investigation is happening there at McGowan and Hutchins as police exchanged gunfire with this man that a Texas police union is identifying as Roland Caballero. He is now holed up, according to Houston's police chief, at a home along Lockwood, not far from Lyons. Houston police are telling us perhaps when this scene is clear that we'll get a media briefing here on scene in the 5th Ward. You know, to go back to what Mayor Turner just said earlier this evening, we are living in a dangerous time. 3 Houston police officers shot attempting to respond to a disturbance at a home. This is coming days after a Harris County corporal was shot and killed during a traffic stop. At the very least tonight, prayers for police and the hope that all of these authorities here on scene make it home safe and sound.
Work, and we are hoping for all of them to head home safe tonight. Melissa Correa, thank you. The injured officers were taken to Memorial Hermann Hospital. David González joins us now live in the Texas Medical Center with more on their conditions. David.
Hey, we just finished talking to Mayor Sylvester Turner, who wants the whole community to pray for these 3 officers who were shot this afternoon in 3rd Ward. He said that 1 officer was shot in the foot, another officer was shot in the arm, and the other one in the leg. all luckily suffering non-life-threatening injuries. We've learned that those 3 officers are each a 3, 4, and 5-year veteran of this force. And just seconds ago, they told us that we can expect the names of those officers to be released around or just before 10 o'clock this evening. But they're telling us that the mayor met with all 3 officers individually and that they're all in good spirits, which is good news, and they're talkative. The mayor says that he thanked them for their service and that he says this could have been a lot worse because, as we've mentioned, it's been a very sad and deadly week for law enforcement here in Harris County. He says that this is not only a tough week for law enforcement, but it's a tough week for the city of Houston and also Harris County. He says that being in law enforcement right now is inherently a very dangerous job, and he's very proud of what these officers do every single day. He wants the community to pray for these officers and also be supportive of any officer and law enforcement officer that they see out in the scene because he appreciates what they do, and he once again says that this is just a very dangerous time for these officers. He also mentioned that next week he plans to release some steps that will make this city safer. He's calling gun violence in the city an epidemic. Mayor Turner saying the same, Mayor Turner and Chief Troy Finner both reiterating that, saying that this is just a very dangerous time for people living in the city of Houston, but they both vow to make the city safer. But as far as the condition of those 3 officers, we're very happy to report that all 3 of them suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Mia and Len, back to you.
Best news we could have gotten today considering the circumstances. David González, thank you.